Welcome to another edition of the news making the rounds in the Niger Delta. I am Paula Akegre in Delta State. Indigents of Ibrede community, an oil-producing community, has cried out against police brutality and extrajudicial murder of innocent souls. In the early hours of that fateful day, the police had stormed the community to effect the arrest of a man in connection with an ongoing land tussle occasioned by the greed of one family. When they could not find their target, they opened fire on innocent teenagers on their way to morning mass at St. Andrew's Catholic Church. Paramount ruler of the kingdom, His Royal Majesty Douglas Iviroma, who spoke through his son, Prince Kingsley Iviroma, said that the greedy family had engaged the police in their obnoxious quest to take what belongs to everyone in Akwa Ibom State. Primary school teachers in the state have cried foul over the non-payment of their salaries since May last year. The teachers lamented that while secondary school teachers received their salaries at when due, the State Universal Education Board (SUPEB) had subjected them to untold hardship. However, in a quick reaction, Secretary of SUPEB, Mr. Ikot Akpam, said that all primary school teachers had been paid their June salaries and that the July salaries were being processed. Also in Akwa Ibom State, President Goodluck Jonathan has again stressed the need for revolutionary expansion of the oil and gas sector for Nigeria to become the leading player in the sector. Jonathan, who spoke in New York, the state capital, while performing the groundbreaking ceremony of the Ogwa gas plant and commissioning of the 600 billion naira gas profiling facility initiated by the Seven Energy, accuses Limited, and the Akwa Ibom State government in Ikot. He said that apart from reducing unemployment, this project will encourage non-oil investments. Still in Akwa Ibom State, the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps has clamped down on operators of children factories in Ikot Akpam Abia in Akwa Ibom State. They rescued 3 children from the so-called clinic after a tip-off where the commandant of the NSCDC, Mr. Pedro Idaba, said the operators were arrested. He said further that peace was used to groom young girls who produce babies for their nefarious operators in Imo State. The All Progressive Congress APC Secretariat became a theater of war when factional members unleashed mayhem on one another. Trouble started when the interim chairman of the party, Mr. Peter Ezobi, drove into the arena with a retinue of security details, where members who were on ground booed and jeered at him, accusing him of unilaterally sacking 14 council chairmen without following due process. They equally accused the executive of being used to destroying the party through dictatorship. In Bayelsa State, the Minister for Niger Delta Affairs, Mr. Steve Oru, has said that the ministry will be a total failure if it does not complete the all-important East-West Highway on schedule. The minister, who had visited the site on the Bayelsa axis, told SETRACO that in a bid to accomplish government's intention, they would have to work night and day. He said this is necessary because the East-West Road is the flagship of the Niger Delta Ministry, adding that the president hears the cries and the whines of the people every day. Also in Bayelsa, lawyers and social activists in the state are worried over the non-domestication of the Child's Rights Act. This has prompted the Nigerian Bar Association (NBA) and the Civil Lobster Organization (CLO) and the State House of Assembly to domesticate the bill as a matter of urgency. The state branch chairman of the CLO, Chief Nenge James, said that the children need to be protected from abuse, and the only way to ensure that is through the passage of the bill. That will be all on this week's edition of the news making the rounds in the Niger Delta.